I am at Van Veen Heritage Gardens and Nursery, and we're in a propagation house, so you might see some moisture on the lens here, and that is because we are in a humid, rich environment. I'm with Mike, and Mike, this is a really old-time kind of propagation place.
Yes, it is. This house was built 70-some years ago. The Dutch-style house was kind of sunken in, and we have some of those houses still here at the nursery. But yeah, this is the original bottom heat. Of course, we have hot water heat now, but originally Theodore Van Veen was building these when the Bonneville Dam was being constructed. Bonneville Power was offering lots of cheap electricity, so he kind of invented, in a way, along with some other nursery people, the bottom heat system. And it revolutionized rooted cuttings on plants. It really did. It sped things way, way up.
Yeah, and you know, we've gone so much forward because now things are made in test tubes, but really there's something to say about making cuttings in soil. I mean, that's gardening.
Yeah, you talk about test tube roots. This is what a real rooted rhododendron looks like in real soil. And that's something that Van Veens have been famous for many, many years. When you read back through the critics, comments that come in from customers, oh, what did I get? Right. You can't imagine the size of cutting. So this is something we rooted from a Virrea cutting about 8 months ago, and they're ready to pot up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so 8 months ago, you took a piece from a mother stalk or a mature plant?
We took a cutting just like that, and this is all new growth that's happened since then. So this thing started off that high, right? And this is what's pushing in this greenhouse. We'll probably cut this off and make it branch out so it's 2 or 3 branches. But yeah, it's they really, in the right environment with the knowledge that the crew that's been here many, many years, so they can really produce some good things.
That is cool. And so we're going to go on to another house to see that next stage of production. Get out of this humidity.
Okay, good deal.
So Mike, I can see why the Virreas are so popular. The color spectrum is amazing.
Yes, it is. And the size of flower is amazing as well. Some of those tubular flowers will get out to be 6 or 8 inches long.
Wow.
And then you have the little tiny dwarf things as well. Just a tremendous range in that species.
So to get back to the propagation, so you came here in this house about 8 months ago and took cuttings. So if you could just kind of show us what you took.
Sure. We would have taken this new growth like this right at the termination of the prior growth, and we would have taken the cutting and we would have scarred it down into the cambium layer with a sharp knife, by the way. We would have cut it all. And a lot of times if the leaves are really big, we'll cut about half of them off just to slow down the transpiration demand of the plant. And we put a little harmodin, it's called, a powder on it that makes them root a little easier, and we stick them in warm soil, keep them moist, and you'd be amazed what happens in just a couple months.
Yeah, we did. That was just amazing. And so if we're interested in these plants, how do we go about that?
Well, you would look at our website, Van Veen Nursery website, and that website with this availability is just coming up soon. Or call the office, the number will be there. And talk to Jake, who's the guy who takes orders in the office, and he'll fix you up with some Virreas.
And there's also volunteer opportunities here, aren't there?
Oh, there is. Yeah. You know, it's a little tougher working in a greenhouse in the summertime, but when it's raining, if you feel like coming into a beautiful place where it's warm and you can hear the rain outside but not on you, you can come in. There'll always be a weed or something to pick out, and it's kind of a fun thing. Bring a partner on the other side of the greenhouse, and it's a nice experience.
Yeah, and it's wonderful to be surrounded around beautiful plants and to learn something and to be a part of this historical garden that has just been saved for our future in Portland area. So if you have any other questions, please go to Garden Time. You can click over to their websites and see all about the Rhododendron Society. That's a wonderful society to belong to, and about volunteer opportunities and about plants to buy. Thanks so much, Mike.
You're welcome. Thanks again for coming.